thieving bastards! Oh shit. Dude, is your roof sliding? No, dude. Not sliding. What's up, you thieving bastards? I'm just getting into the holiday spirit here. I guess it's like the self-fulfilling prophecy kind of shit. With the mistletoe stuff, you know what I mean? Like, mistletoe, Christmas time is your time to shine. So, like, in a way, you're demanding ownership of a time of year that I would typically have problems. Which, by the way, the recovery is going well. Just a quick update. Not going to get all into it, but I stabilized at half, and I'm just holding there for a week. So I had a couple of like nights where I was like, I'm going to sleep so good, and at the end of the day, my medication is a recovery-based medication, dude, that is proven. In my case, over 100%. It prevents relapse. 100%. There's 0% chance of relapse for me, my track record, my history on this medication. And history just shows, in my case, that the absence of that medication, there is a greater chance, almost 100% of the time, of a relapse occurring. So it's just, I remind myself, hey, and take a little bit of responsibility here. Easy does it, like I said. So that's what I'm doing, dude. I cut it down to half. I'm stabilizing there. And we'll go another round. You know what it was? I got fucking slammed, dude, with a fucking gnarly cold. That, and when the combination two, I was like, look, I didn't go backwards. Let's just be cool. I actually have a ripper headache right now. I was going to get some caffeine. I said, let's make a video, and I just fucking forgot. So, I've been building gingerbread houses, dude. This is the first year I figured out about gingerbread houses. I actually have a really funny gingerbread story, I'll tell you. That involves this one. This is the Nicole and OJ Brown Simpson gingerbread house. Dude, I made this, dude. Look at that. Look at the bloody door. We made the door bloody. And there's a bloody fucking, look at how nice of a job I did on the snowflakes. Snowflake. Hey. I put it, it's all bloody going right up to the front door. And I didn't know if anybody would notice. And Alex goes, Dad, I love it. And then he goes, we're going to make this the OJ house. And then he gets a little knife, like a little plastic knife. And he put the bloody frosting on it, dude. Speaking of bloody frosting, so I'm making sugar cookies. That's not a good example. This is a good example. This is a good example of what I believe is a perfect Christmas sugar cookie. It's round. It's a little bit toasty, but not too done. This is all going to get covered anyway. See? You have your icing. And we can now, you want to fill it in the white part? Dude, can we just talk about how Willy Wonka full on believed in fucking slave labor? They're like busting China's balls ready to go to war because they're doing slave labor and like saying how we all participate, your Jordans, like every American has like so much percentage of shit that was like made with slave labor. So that, I'm going to put a hole in it, boop, and hang this on the Christmas tree. You guys want to go over the Christmas tree? I said let's do a fucking ElJoe special. Oh, because you want to see my festive house? So, I got this going on. Going up the stairs. Huh? Huh? Baby. Just for looks, that goes all the way up. You know what I'm saying? But, I guess you can't really... Let's pull the blinds. Oh, let's see. Oh. Ooh, it even looks like it's like super lit up. Wow. No, but because it's bright as fuck outside. In fact, Dr. Kevorkian, let's let a little light in here. Well, Willy Wonka did believe in slave labor. Facts. Facts. Go watch it. There's hundreds of Oompa Loompas in that movie. 2 hours worth. And you don't see one of them with a smile on his face or like happy. In fact, like all the Oompa Loompas have like a real serious look on their face. Kind of pissed off. It's like, well, they've been through a lot. Willie tells you the story, dude. Or it gets broken down at some point. I know I've seen it where there was like some creature had him on an island, like Willy Wonka freedom. It's like, but did you though, dude? Is it really freedom if you didn't leave him any other option? You know what I mean? It's like, here, your island sank, the big monster on there. Come on my boat. Now make candy. This is what we do. Gotta pay for that food and supply. Like what? Like what? Is there a Willy Wonka company store that all the fucking Oompa Loompas are buying their shit at and they're all like indebted to... Well, I don't know, dude. I'm just saying, dude. None of them had a smile on their face. Now we're talking about Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompa. Yeah, dude. I just wanted to be by my Christmas tree. How about a Star Wars discrepancies? My son, see? Hey, Dad, are you done with your video? Like, no, I'm not. But I do want to talk about one of his Star Wars discrepancies that he brought up. You guys want to do about my owl? Hoo-doo! And that is this, dude. You built the Death Star. Okay? Okay, we know. You built the Death Star. With slave labor. You forced the engineer to do it. And held him at capture, dude, and his family and shit. And so he put on purpose that fucking design flaw. We know this from the movie. And that design flaw they put into the R2 unit and sent it to the fucking rebels out there. Hopefully somebody would find it, right? That's what he was hoping, right? We all know this. And they found it and they blew the Death Star up, okay? That's what Star Wars was all about. Okay, we know in the movie Rogue One, it's like a prequel that tells us the story of that engineer doing that, and it ends with the information being put in R2-D2 and sent out to fucking, hopefully somebody finds it in the rebellion. So we know this, dude. And they found it and they blew the Death Star up with that flaw. And then what happens? Empire Strikes Back starts with you constructing a new Death Star. There's like a half-made Death Star throughout the new movie. Return of the Jedi, that still thing is almost complete. And you built in the same exact design flaw? The one shot to the reactor core that's not guarded or fortified? You didn't even make any different attempt the second time. In fact, it wasn't like the same pilot. Well, Han Solo knew. He remembered from the first time, like, it wasn't Han Solo. It was Lando Calrissian. And he didn't even have Chewbacca as a co-pilot. Like, he had his own subhuman fucking Muppet creature, dude. At his side. Like, the two totally different people. Blew that shit up the same, like... You're supposed to be smart enough to, like, create human, like, live meat puppets and use the Force to fucking move them around and manipulate. We find out it's all you, Emperor, but you didn't fucking, like, you didn't figure out the design flaw of the Death Star? And I never thought about that. That's totally true, dude. My 10-year-old son thought about that. I'm like, duh. So if your Death Star gets fucked up, don't fucking rebuild it with the same design flaw. Isn't that something, dude? Wow. How fucking heavy duty is that? Now check this out, dude. This brings me to another topic. I was thinking the other day. Because by and large, I'm not going to say which one, but I live in Tijuana and I cross the border every day. So what law enforcement agency do you think that I encounter mostly? And I know it's like by and large, 8 out of 10 of them, great organization. They do a tremendous job. You literally process over 100,000, closer to 200,000 vehicles a day. Somebody told me sometimes 5, dude. But yeah, in a timely manner too. And it's like within a 2 to 4 hour window, dude. And then it is dead. And then there's another 2 hour to 4 hour window. It's, so they do an amazing job. But by and large, they're dipshits. And until you have some fucking experience, you're kind of a dipshit. And, you can tell because they ask stupid questions and they'll ask you the same question twice, which means to me that you're not even paying attention or listening for an answer. You got your mind on something else, which is, it's kind of a dipshit thing to do, dude. I don't know if your life's in jeopardy or you're risking potential fucking harm. Like, you bet your mind better be in one fucking place at one time. But anyway, I just was thinking, like, why is it, dude? And it was like, well, wait a minute. First of all, you can only get that job if you've never made any mistakes. Like, they don't care what kind of fucking, like, you only need a high school diploma. So it doesn't matter what your education level is. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic background came from. It doesn't even matter what country you came from. I know people from here, dude, that put in the application and still live in Mexico, Mexican citizens, or dual citizens now, but or they switched and they just put in the application and did it. And there's Chinese people. I seen an Indian dude. There's quite a few Filipinos. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. They'll take anybody. But the only criteria is that you have no felonies and pretty sure no misdemeanors. And just like the military, they ask you about drug use. And if you even admit to having tried any illegal drugs at any time, even when marijuana was illegal, they will not fucking accept you. And they take a lie detector test to make sure that the answers you're giving them and the things you're telling them are the truth. But it's just weird because it's like, these are people that haven't made any mistakes. And how do you learn in life without making mistakes? Like, I know how I learn. I make mistakes. Like, take video games, for instance. I was thinking about this. Video games. When you're playing a video game through, what do? Just take Super Mario Brothers. It's a great example, okay? Because that's a video game that kept going on and on and on. And so you really get the gist of like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? So you're starting off, and that one guy is coming, and you learn to jump over him, First time you did it, you go up, you touch him, boop, you're dead. And you learn, okay, you got to jump over this guy. Like, you made the mistake. And so now you don't make the same mistake, you jump over the guy, right? And you hit the first brick, and it's nothing. You made that mistake of wasting your time and energy for nothing, You hit the second brick, it's a mushroom. So the next time you come through, you don't even waste your time with that first brick. You always hit the mushroom one. You go straight to the mushroom one. Bam. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you run, you have to run as fast as you can and jump at the last second to make it over this thing. You already made the mistake of not running fast enough. So it's like every video game from beginning to end. When you master it, dude, you always go back and play, and you're like, let me see if I could just beat it with one life, with one guy all the way through, because it's a series of mistakes that you've made and you know not to do now. So you're just jump, duck, up, down, in, out, over, under. You never make any mistakes, dude. Like, you've learned. That's how you learn. So how the fuck do you learn in life if you've never made any mistakes? How do you learn for a criminal? I think I've said this. You said this before, broken record. But it throws me to a loop, dude. Because how the fuck do you think like a criminal or like somebody that's up to no good? Or how do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you? They're thinking more like, they think that people are the criminals that aren't. And then the ones that they think are legit are actually the criminals, dude. 9 times out of 10, bet you, dude. If you come in there and you're fucking in the nicest clothes and all your paperwork is correct, and that's what it is, dude. I'm telling you this, especially this time of year, people get desperate and looking for ways to make money. There are so many fucking cars being seized, dude, every day because they stash them where the cars come through to traffic and go, and now you're in America, go, and everybody's going, and they're just right off to the side because there's nothing else there, dude. It's just literally the beginning of the freeway. It's just like a little lot, dude, and that's where they stick cars that get impounded, and they have to either you're gonna load them up and take them to another impound yard. Which I've seen, dude, from the mountain top. It's just a sea of cars, dude. It looks just like at the fucking port of entry, dude, where the big boat comes in and offloads, and it's a sea of cars. But these are all so I noticed there's a demograph too to the fucking cars. They're all like early 2000s to mid, like 2007, 2009, domestic, mostly domestic, dude, like a lot of Ford Explorers. Oh, you see like Mercedes, I forget what the SUV Mercedes is called, but like, those, you might see like a Oldsmobile or a Mountaineer, like those type of things, some Navigators, like that. It's always a bigger vehicle, dude. You don't see too many small vehicles, but there's some sedans, dude, and shit, but it's a lot, dude. They're easily, on today's market, these are $4,000 to $7,000 vehicles. Okay, like 7 at the high end. But they're in there, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've seen too many pickup trucks, but we're talking about, this is just overnight, dude. From 11, 12 midnight till 6, 7 in the morning. Okay? So just one shift, dude. 1 8 to 10 hour period. 12-hour period, right? You know what I mean? You have half the day and half the day. And just that nighttime half from the time in the morning when I go through, fuck, there's got to be between 24 and 50 vehicles, dude. All, like $5,000 on average, each one, all day, that people are just gambling with and throwing away. I don't know. Back in my day, it was registration. If you pulled up and the car was not registered to you, you better have a damn good explanation and or be in the computer as having crossed that vehicle yesterday, which is in there, right? Because that's, otherwise they wouldn't ask you when's the last time you crossed and, cross-check it. And I've seen it, dude. I've seen it. I've looked in their computer screen, like, on the way back, where I could see over, into the other guys on the other side, and there was pictures of you, either faces and license plates coming in. So, you know what I mean? They do look at that. And I remember back in the day, there was an automatic red flag. You were automatically going to secondary inspection. If you were driving a vehicle that was not registered to you, it's like, well, who the fuck does that? You know what I mean? And that was the first thing they asked you, whose car is this? And you'd be like, as soon as you said it wasn't yours, it was like, oh, what? And then you start looking, and it's like, all right, just go in there. You know what I mean? You fit the profile. And like, you know what the profile really was? A lot of elderly people, dude. There was a lot of elderly people that were burned the fuck out. And I would see, like, in the rests and, people in there and just on the stories and streets and like motherfuckers trying to hustle drivers. How about that? I remember people that made their living off of just hustling drivers, just because they were like, they spoke English, they were, from the States or knew the culture, and they were the liaison. People, like desperate people looking for money, and I can hook you up and you just drive these shipments and they're going to pay you this much each time. And it was, you would always find these people that were like burned out everywhere. They looked perfect. They were perfect for it, but they were burned out everywhere, dude. And every fucking person knew them, dude. Some people wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. And like, fuck. Like, they literally just, I don't know, dude, burned it out. A lot of them are drug addicts. I think drug addicts. Like, I seen this one lady. She was an old lady. She was perfect, man. They loved her at first because she looked so innocent and shit. But then once you get caught, as soon as they put your ID in and that's what you're known for, like, you're done, dude. And this lady was at the time when I seen, because my friend did this for a living, and so we were there kicking back on other business and affairs, and some people came like, hey man, we found somebody, they're looking for a driving job, and the person come in like, oh fuck, it's so-and-so, you know, she's burned out and blah blah blah, and you know, I seen this person was just like trying to get a meal or something, you know, like, because I don't know, they have all kinds of little techniques to hook people in, but that was just back in the day. The reason I bring that up is because who the fuck does that anymore? Nobody's like that was the main thing too. Well, a lot of people are doing it apparently, but they're getting caught. And it's just crazy that there's that much of a waste of vehicles. They should have like a program for like needy people that are crossing the, because let me tell you something, if you're getting up every day and sitting in a line that could take hours, okay, and then you're starting your journey to go wherever the fuck you have to go, sometimes in the furthest outreaches of the county, before your day even starts, like that's what you have to do just to get to fucking work, and you're willing to do that, and you do that, and you're not taking the easy way out, you could easily put something in your pocket or something, anything. For some reason, they don't even pull me into secondary ever, dude. You know what I mean? With the bike, the thing, I mean, I don't care who the fuck you are, dude. Anybody could be doing anything, but I think the computer algorithm may be listening and monitoring the for keywords and stuff, and they did install these fucking towers, dude, that are data signal receivers, transmitters. It's clear, you could tell, and they right in the middle of the traffic, set way back far from where the actual ports of entry doors are. And I think it's for the purpose of monitoring and checking in and seeing. The computer can look in a flash of an instant through records and emails and see for keywords and find out exactly if this person's a red flag or whatever. Because I'm telling you, man, how do I not? It's been over a year. That's 400 border crossings. 400. And not one time being told, you know what, hey, you know what, just for the fuck of it, man, you seem like a nice guy and everything, you're not in too much of a rush, you know, we're just going to come in here, we're just going to input your fucking license and go. Right? I had a guy pat me down one time right there at the thing, you know, he can do that. We just extended pat down, just want to make sure that there's no packages up under the fucking plastic fairing on the bike, or, you know what I mean, or and whatnot. No big deal, dude. You know what I mean? Boom, bam. You're in, you're out. Right? And nothing, ever. So, I mean, I think they know. I think the sophistication is there. But to the people that used to do the old hustle, somebody's still doing it, be recruiting drivers, or maybe it's regular people just finding their own connections and trying to go be fucking Pablo Escobar 2 ounces at a time, or 10 ounces at a time, or whatever the fuck. It's not that big. Me and Alex were in line one day in the truck. I was in the, I don't even remember. We were in line, could have been on the motorcycle, but we were in line. And literally one car over from us in a big, nice SUV. It was like an Expedition or something, probably like 2011, something 2012. You know, on rims. It was nice. And it was like a young, Mexican dude, you know, clean cut, and he had his little hyena with him, and they had a baby and a little toddler, you know, and all of a sudden a dog handler fucking alerted some other officers, and they fucking swarmed that truck, and they took everybody out. And then when they seen there was a woman with babies, they froze until a female officer arrived, which was like 20 seconds. And then they got her and the kids the fuck out and away. Took them away, handcuffed dude. You could see that as they were going. Took the baby from the chick, handcuffed her, and the female officer had the baby and everything, and that was it. And then they were taken off into the facility, and then the officers took over their vehicle, which was still a couple of cars away from the entry kiosk, inspection and passage. And so while they were waiting for their turn, the dog was finding all the spots, and they were pulling out what looked like, could have been up to 10 ounces, softball size plastic shopping bag wrapped up, tight in a ball. I imagine several bags in a ball the size of your fucking gorilla fist. And, 1, 2, 3 of them from this fender, another couple from the other fender. Then they went out to the front. They pulled a couple out from up under the bumper and shit, you know what I mean? Where I think there was a fucking electronic winch, that they might have fucking pulled a little package out of there too. And I'm like, wow, that ain't big sophistication. That ain't no Escobar shit, no Chapo shit. That's just some fucking dude putting some shit in and thinking they're gonna get through. And like me, with a kid and everything, but I got metal teeth and tattoos, and I'll tell you to go fuck your mother if your fucking line ain't moving fast enough, or if you ask me why I don't have a fucking passport, why I got a ratty old birth certificate from fucking Long Island, New York, and you know what I mean? And just like somebody from Long Island, New York, I'll tell you to go fuck your mother, motherfucker, straight up, dude, and fuck, you know what I mean? And nothing, dude. Nothing. I almost dropped the bike. This other guy was just having a bad day, dude. And he was just he was new, he was young, and he was dumb. And he was trying to flex. And I'm like, bro, I know where the chess pieces are. I know poker. You don't have a winning hand. I even told him, this is what's going to happen. I don't give a fuck. I'm going the fuck through. Either in there and the fuck through, or straight the fuck through right here. That's it. Go fuck your mother. And then almost dropped the bike on him, had to shove him out of the way, get the fuck out. And he's just like, dude, oh my God. And he grabbed his gun and he walked off like the super pissed walk 20 feet away with his head with controlled breathing. And I was just clowning. I'm like, yeah, controlled breathing, bro. You got to go to kung fu status and shit. Do breathing control exercises. Real professional. Real mature, dude. Real mature. Like, what are you, fucking 20, 27, 20 fucking 4 years old? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, I went Long Island on him, bro. And fucking, he was pissed. But it's like, and then still, you could have ran me through the ringer. If it was Matt, said, this smart-ass motherfucker, I'm going to, first of all, we're going to do a fucking 51-state background check, cocksucker. That's going to take an hour and 47 minutes. Then, just for the fuck of it, oops, I erased it. We got to start over. My bad. You know what I'm saying? And then I can just decide out of nowhere, all right, never mind, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And none of that, dude. Because you know why? Because they don't have time. They don't have time to bullshit. There's 30 to 50 fucking cars they got just overnight. I seen those clean-cut kids got busted for that. Lost their children. The thought never crossed my mind. And all the other people, point of what I was saying is that get up and go through this shit just before they even get to work, just in order to get to work, they going through this. Have a rewards program, man. Have a trusted traveler rewards program. I know you can't sell all those cars fast enough. It's not even that. Give back a little bit. Sell them to somebody. $500 a pop. Boom, boom, boom. Because this is how you get them. You have to have a broker's license. That means the rich get richer. You had the money to take the test and get in with a broker's license. I mean, real estate brokers, people that a used car dealer may have to have the license, but it might be a lesser one to just do fucking used car sales. I know, but a real car dealership license, dude, you have a dealership and take cars from other countries and import fucking those kind of licenses. A broker's license. You can go to these auctions and they start at $500 and you just get them. There's all kinds of, like I said, nice shit, but you got to have that license, dude. How about the people that are struggling and getting up every day just to get to work, go through this shit just to get to work, and the thought doesn't even cross their mind to do anything fucked up, give one of them motherfuckers a chance at them cars for $500. That's all I'm saying. Hey, at Christmas time and shit, I don't know. But a little bit of love, dude, and good fucking behavior makes such a big difference because the guy I was talking about that was being a dick and huffing and puffing, the reason I told him to go fuck his mother is because he just got this look on his face as soon as he saw me. And then he like postured up like, I'm going to show this motherfucker. And it's like, bro, actually, you're not going to show me shit. You're not even a fucking cop. When something happens, they actually have to call the police. They got to call the cops, man. When they take those people back for that crystal, they didn't do shit. They have them right there sitting in a chair. If they feel like you're that squirrely, even they got 20 security fucking gates that you ain't gonna get out, but they might cuff you, if you know. But that's it. They got to call the sheriff. The sheriff comes and picks you up, and they turn you over with the evidence that they are fucking charging you with, and that's it, man. They ain't no fucking no cop. And so when you get new guys, they don't understand because they never made any mistakes. They don't understand who would put fucking metal teeth in their mouth. Who would get a big giant tattoo on their neck? Like who the fuck would be riding with a kid on a dirt bike? Like, you know, because you don't want to sit in traffic for 3.5 hours. Like you know what I mean? Like, I have a 2-story beach house, bro, with an ocean view. I just walked you guys through it. I'm sitting here kicking in there. I pay $400 a month. You know what I mean? I started a business. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not baller status. I mean, everything comes from God, but I'm just saying, I have to show up and do the work. And I've noticed, like, I didn't have no Christmas tree with Christmas shit on it and stuff like that. When I was paying $1,300 a month, $1,200 a month for a studio. You ever had 2 beds in a studio, dude? Or you try to make a fake wall to fucking, you know, turn a studio into a 1-bedroom? That's what they're going for in San Diego. There's one, it's a 1-bedroom, $1,700 a month. $1,700 a month, man. And it's like, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money to just throw away every month. And by the time the month comes, you already got to do it again. I'm just saying, man, like, people have to have some breathing room. And I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Last I heard, they were getting paid $50 an hour. That's the guys that stand out in front of Home Depot are making $200 a day. Yeah, if you got a good reputation and you will dig for fucking 6-7 hours straight or whatever, or hump fucking wood, people pay you $200, dude. Or paint all day long. No, painters will. If you paint, dude, you cut in and roll and fucking spray, they'll pay you $200, man, a day. Right now. So it's like, I guess, yeah, you'd be making double that. $50 an hour, that's like $400 a day. So you make $400 a day. So 4 times 5 is $2,000 a week. If they're making $2,000 a week, that's $8,000 a month. You think they're making almost 10 racks a month? There's no way. But I think maybe they are. Maybe they're making $8,000 a month doing that job. Right? But, I mean, and that's good. That's great. But, like, then I guess you could spend $1,400 or $1,700 a month on rent and not fucking, not see it. You know? But you can't believe in your heart that everybody has a job like that. Like, this is somebody that's never made any mistakes. Like, surely you're the exclusive. Like, so, I mean, you're living like a doctor. You join the academy and pass the test. Like, how would you not, like, some fucking person with metal teeth or tattoos be living in Tijuana? Like, I don't understand what throws them off. It's, you know what I mean? This is the, like, people that have never made any mistakes shit again. You look at it thinking about the wrong type of shit in the wrong kind of way. I don't know. I'm just ranting. Hey, man, the main thing is, I'm cutting a lot of unnecessary shit out of my life, and instead of feeling bad, I feel good. I caught a cold, I pushed through it. I'm stable. I'm feeling good, dude. I'm doing it. Merry motherfucking Christmas, everybody. Stay fucking golden. I'll probably drop a couple more. I want to get back to some Willy Wonka slave trade, dude. Like, how's Willy Wonka slaved in Oompa Loompas, dude? There's none of them have a happy look. Don't tell me you're traumatized from what happened that much. Well, you ain't ever gonna smile again? And you're like some kind of little orange mythological creature that fucking makes candy and you're not gonna smile ever? Like, there's something weird going on. What the fuck are you doing, Willy Wonka? Just come clean, dude. Then we could all have a Merry Christmas. And most importantly, stay fucking golden. Showers!